Happy Tuesday, family. Y'all already know, man, we got a great show for you on Speak Your Success in the Morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, family. Welcome to Speak Your Success. What's going on, our successors? Bow, 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 bow. Y'all, I hope you had an amazing Monday yesterday. And I hope you caught yesterday's episode. If you did not, you're going to want to go back and you're going to want to catch that replay. We interviewed Mr. Landon Taylor, and he shared a little bit about his journey of fatherhood and being a father later in life. All right. So you're going to want to go ahead and definitely catch that episode. And also, we talked a little bit about marriage, right? We talked about some books and some tips and some ways that you can learn and grow in your marriage and in your life. But family, today is Tuesday, right? July 29th. 2025, and y'all already know, man, it's a great day to be alive. I would not be any other place right now than to be right here with you. And you know why? Because this is your favorite morning show, family. This is Speak Your Success in the Morning. We're live with you Monday through Friday. Rain, sleet, or snow, summer, winter, or fall. We in here, okay? We're in here, all right? From 6 a.m. Central Standard to 7 a.m. Central Standard. And we're here for 3 reasons, all right? Is ultimately to entertain, is to educate, and lastly is to empower you to get ready for the day, get ready going into the week strong, and get ready to rock and get ready to roll. And y'all know we can't kick off the show. We can't kick off the show the right way without my co-host coming on out here and hanging with us and kicking it with us. And y'all know her, number 9 on your program, number 2 in your
Get
heart.
out of here now.
Okay. Producer Britt, aka Brittany Lucky.
What's
What up? What
up?
up, Britt?
What's up? Not the government name.
Man, I was feeling real announcer like, man.
Hey, I love a good intro.
I was feeling in my bag. I was feeling in my
Man,
bag. You know what I'm saying?
you
Yeah.
remember? Well, I know you remember. When we were doing in-person interviews, and man, we would work on those intros for those people, those
Oh
bios.
my,
Yeah.
wow, Britt. We really
And
were.
people were
Like we
like,
were
dang, I like that. I
People would
like them.
love them intros. Britt, I forgot about that. We would go like that. Nah, let's take this out. Now
Nah, we
let's
gotta
take
take that
this. Let's
out.
put
Nah, nah,
that,
nah, nah.
put that. And then people they be sitting there and listening to the intro, and they like, that's not me. That's crazy. That's not me.
That's
And
you, man.
yeah, and then we say their name, and they're like, ah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. It was
Wow.
like,
I need to put y'all in my pocket and take y'all everywhere.
right.
I need to let y'all read
I
that before I
need
can
that
get up in the
intro. I
morning.
need that. Let me get that. I like
Dang.
that. I ain't never heard an intro
People
like
love,
that. People
man.
love our intro. It's like, yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. We gotta get those
Okay.
clips, Jonathan. That's
Man, say.
funny.
Yeah. Definitely got to
Yeah.
pull up. People love that, man. Love
Those
that,
things
man.
used to be nice. We got a good 9. Probably a good
Mm,
9.
yeah.
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 Okay. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah. Those some good.
Man. Wow, trip down memory lane. That's crazy.
For real.
Man. So look, we about to get in this straight from the source, but what you just said made me really think. Like,
Uh-huh.
so often, like we get caught up doing what the thing, like the mission, the goal, the dream, and we get lost in the day to day, and
Mm.
we forget like how
Mm.
far we really came. Like,
Mhm.
and people, man, like y'all, it's so easy to forget about that work that you put in, them hours you
Right.
put in, that time you invested, like that
Mhm.
sacrifice. And sometimes you got to take a minute for yourself and look back and say, I have accomplished this, that, like list out the stuff. Because Britt, because even for you, Britt, if you took a second and just listed out some of the stuff that you used to do when you was at the radio station, you used to do when you was doing your internship,
Mhm.
you used to do when you did, when you were producing the TEDx talk, like there are
Mhm.
things that you've done that people would love to be able to be in the room for,
Yeah.
because they may not feel like I can't even do that. I couldn't even
Mhm.
put that on my resume. So it's like we just gotta
Yeah.
stop sometime and be like, I'm a bad mamma jamma.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I guess we can get into it a little later. Just our conversation offline yesterday. I don't mind talking about that. So, well,
Okay, okay.
transformation. I don't know. Transformation
Yeah, let's talk
Tuesday.
about it. Transformation
Uh,
Tuesday. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, yeah,
All
let's get into
right.
it.
Yeah.
Let's get
So,
into it.
let's get into straight from the source. Oh, take your time. Okay, take
Oh, okay. Yeah. Um, y'all, one thing just I was talking about just now, as we need to take time and reflect on our own lives. Also in our relationship with God. Also in our we need to realize and understand, who are we talking to? Right? So often, um it's easy to minimize God, and it's easy to put him in a pocket, and it's easy to even pretend as if we don't know that he can do the things he said he's going to do. So today for today for our verse, I wanted to read from Psalms, and this is a psalm of David, and this is just one of those psalms to where you can truly tell that David had a relationship with God, right? And just like the same for me, for you, and everything like that, we want people to be able to know and understand and tell that we actually have a relationship with God, right? That we're different and we're set apart from everybody else in the world. So what does that look like? Let's go to our text, please. And the text reads, for as high as the heavens are above the earth, so great is his mercy towards those who fear him. As far as the east is from the west, so far he has removed our wrongdoings from us. Just as a father has compassion on his children, so the Lord has compassion on those who fear him. Y'all, so Psalms, tongue twister. Songs Psalms is a book of songs. So just remember that this is like David giving praise and David communicating to God. So this is how he communicated to God. Sometimes it comes through the form of prayer, sometimes it's through him praising and worshiping, but ultimately at its core level, it's communicating. He's communicating with God. And in the text, as it says, for as far as the heavens are above from the earth, one thing that we know is that God has created separation, right? So there's heaven, there's earth, and then there's hell. We do know that. And just think about, if we imagine, like, because I always think about this every time I'm on a plane, right? Like they're like, prepare for liftoff. And now we're 30,000 feet in the air, 50,000 feet. And just thinking about how far I am from earth in the clouds. And then thinking, well, man, where's heaven at? So it's so far because it's so set apart. But the verse tells us that as high as the heavens are above the earth, so great is his mercy towards those who fear him. God has the ability to where he can give us eternal judgment. And God has the ability to where he is going to um, place judgment upon us within his court, although he has mercy, because mercy is him not giving us what we deserve. The Bible even tells us in another verse, I can't remember the address fresh off my mind, but it says that God is slow in his judgment, right? This is what mercy looks like in real time. When when your parents know that you did something wrong, my dad would do this all the time. My dad would ask me, John, did you go to church? Knowing that I didn't go to church, knowing that he felt the motor on my car, knowing that my car was not warm at all. And I sat there and lied to him. And then he asked me again, John, did you go to church? And I was like, yeah, Dad, I went to church. Yeah, I went to church. What you mean? This is what mercy looks like. He's waiting and being slow in his judgment because he wants me to confess. He wants me to be honest. He wants me to be clear. That's the same thing about God. Ultimately, my dad ended up laying the smackdown and laying that judgment on me because I lied, right? But God is slow in that, and that's what mercy looks like. So let me hit down a little bit further on the text. It says, so far as he has removed our wrongdoings from us. Imagine this. Imagine this. Imagine you go into a store, right? And imagine that you eat up all this food. You're like, man, I'm eating the candy, I'm eating the sandwiches. Ooh, there go chips, there go soda pop, there go ice cream. You eat up all this stuff. And then the cashier goes and begins just to scan all the barcodes. Boop, 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 boop. And then they say, well, that total is going to be $57.35. And then you dig into your pocket and then you pull out lint. And then you look and you're like, man, I knew I had the money. I knew I had the money. Now I've accumulated this great cost that I can't pay because I don't have any money on me. I don't have any money. I don't know how I'm going to pay this. I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh my goodness. But then God ultimately comes around and says, you know what? I got you. This one's on me. And then imagine somebody's just behind you and then boom, they put down $100 bill. And they say, I got him. I got her. Don't worry about it. That's what it looks like when God forgives us and wipes us clean of our sin. That's what it looks like when God has compassion on us. Y'all, at the end of the day, one thing that we must know and understand is God is a good father. Despite what your relationship with the word father is on earth, right? Maybe it's if it's your biological father or a stepdad or an uncle, grandparent, whoever it is, whatever your relationship is with a father, and if it's good, bad, and different, because us as humans, we make mistakes, we have shortcomings, we fall all the time. God is so much greater than that. And understanding that he has compassion for us because it says in the text that he separates our sins from us, he separates our wrongdoings from us as far as the east is from the west. Imagine getting in a car and going from California and then driving to New York. I don't even know how many hours that would take you, but just realize that God loves you even more than that. So, family, today be reminded of the love of God. Lean in to the love of God. Lean in and understand, know, and realize that God loves you. And God wants you to have the opportunity to where you can enjoy all of the benefits and all of the riches that he has. Family, this has been straight from the source. We're about to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to be right back with more Speak Your Success in the morning after this. Are you a new or budding entrepreneur looking to set your business up for success? Profit Mode is here to help you navigate your entrepreneurial journey with expert education and services. From tax planning and bookkeeping to selecting the right business structure, Profit Mode has you covered. They'll even educate you on how to properly set up your business for building credit so you can grow with confidence. Profit Mode's mission is to provide you with the tools and guidance you need to establish a solid foundation for your business. Whether you're just getting started or you're ready to take the next step, we're here to support your goals. Let Profit Mode help you turn that entrepreneurial dream into a reality with the knowledge and services to back it up. Your success starts with the right foundation. Contact Profit Mode today to get started. Looking for an exciting workout that's not only fun but makes you feel alive? It's time to step up your fitness. Extreme Hip Hop with Treese, that's your answer. This isn't your typical workout. Extreme Hip Hop with Treese is an energizing step workout that combines simple moves with fresh beats, both old and new, creating an atmosphere that makes fitness exciting. With a focus on all elements of fitness, cardio, muscular conditioning, flexibility, and balance, you're guaranteed to burn calories and get addicted to the energy. Extreme becomes your safe space, which is a welcome environment where everyone is accepted. It's where you can let go of those worries of the world and focus on getting healthy. Ready to get energized? Join Extreme Hip Hop with Treese today. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, family? Welcome back. Welcome back to Speaker Success in the Morning. We're currently 14 minutes after the hour. Man, today is Tuesday, and me and producer Britt was reflecting a little bit earlier, y'all. We was reflecting a little bit earlier. Just talking about life. Talking about life. So Britt, come on back out, man. Let's continue this dialogue. Let's continue this conversation. And let's just really talk to the people today. Let's talk to the people. Producer Britt be playing this hide and go seek game. This is crazy. Playing She be playing hide and go seek over there. But anyway, y'all, while she's playing hide and go seek and while we're having a show,
Oh my
Oh my.
gosh, I'm sorry. I needed a coffee. When was the last time you heard me say I had coffee on the show? So I think I
Uh,
made me a cup of brew. Okay. And then my coffee
old school.
machine is down. Yeah, my coffee machine is down. So I'm having to it's survival over here right now with the coffee, honestly,
First
Jonathan.
world
This is
problems.
what I have to do. So you know what a pour over is?
I heard it the other day. I mean, just talk about it. Just talk about it. What's the pour over?
Okay, so the pour over is when you have like a filter and then a strainer, and then you pour boiling water over the coffee beans, and then the coffee beans filter like a coffee pot. It filters through the
Okay.
coffee. It filters through the coffee beans filter through the filter, and then that hot water gives you the coffee. So I don't have a pour over, but
Mm,
the mind that God gave me, I said, you know what? If I got a strainer, I got some paper towels and I got some ground coffee beans. And so I made my own pour over, and I have an
come
electric
on.
kettle
Mm,
and boiling water on the spot, easy peasy. And
yeah, yeah.
then I have a frother latte in my cup.
This girl barista. Okay. And
I had to
another job
be. I
title that
miss
you
my
want to
coffee in the
another job
morning.
title you want to add to yourself all the time. You be talking about, oh, yeah, you done act everywhere. Yeah, okay. And you be doing the most. Okay, so
Whatever.
yeah.
Okay, what were you queuing me in for? What was you doing?
Well, nah, I was talking about you. I said you over there playing hide. I said you over there playing
Good
games while we over
morning,
here
Lucid
having a show.
Experience. I'm over here
Lou, what
having
up, Lou?
right.
Yeah, I said you over there playing games. Oh no,
No, I
I
ain't
was just
playing
talking
it.
about how
You about to
I was
cue
talking
me
about how we were
in?
reflecting. Yeah, I was talking about how we was just reflecting earlier
Ah,
on just previous experiences. About life and just where we've come from, where you've come
mm-hmm.
from. But yeah, that's what I was just on.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
So you going first? Or you want me
w-
to go?
I mean, ladies first, ladies first.
Oh,
I got
okay,
some props
okay.
over here too. During the
Not
commercial break,
props.
I went and
That's
grab some props,
crazy.
man.
I ain't got no
Yeah,
props, but I am
yeah.
the prop. So
Okay.
no, I am. It's just me. Okay, that's it.
No, I get
Okay,
it. Go ahead.
I
Yeah,
am
yeah,
the
yeah.
job. Okay, it's me. Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
okay, so yeah, we were talking about a little bit of when we used to do the intros, and how people were super excited to hear those, and then you said, Britt, you got to take a step back and look at everything that you've done and be proud of, or just check in with yourself. So yesterday, um Jonathan is someone that sees me every day, either on here or at work. Not for the next 3 weeks, but I will see him every day here. And so Jonathan's my friend. So I asked someone that sees me every day, what is your perception of me? And if you haven't learned by now, I'm a very direct person. I don't mind asking straightforward questions about myself, telling you about yourself. Do you want me to tell you this about yourself? I may ask you, I may not ask you. But
This is
um
all true. This is all facts.
but um but I mean well, and I think that I am the same with every person. So no person can say, "Oh, Brittany's this way," or "She treated me this way, she treated me that way." You might get a nicer Brittany on one day, or a more direct Brittany another day, something like that. But to the point of the whole Transformation Tuesday, and what has transpired, I asked Jonathan to give me like a little progress report on myself, and his answer was that you know most people, well, not most people. I don't know if I should read it, or can you just say it?
What? So, oh, okay. I said at the end of the day, if we're talking about you at work, and I'll hit on that first. And y'all, the reason why we're saying this and sharing this is because like it's really helpful and really beneficial
Mhm,
for us to check in,
mhm,
and that check in can look like. not only you checking in with yourself, because of course you're going to be kind and gentle, and you're going to see the best things possible, but you want to ask people who see you often to see you more frequently, because these are other people who can help give you a perspective from the outside looking in. And what I told producer Britt was, I said, I mean, at the end of the day, if we were to do a draft, right, and people are like, who's the person that I want on my team, I said, I believe more than likely everybody at work would actually pick her on the team, because when they see her, I said, I feel that she has a get it done mentality. And what I also see is, yeah, she focuses on, okay, let's knock this out first. That way, on the back end, there will be more time to relax and also reassess to see if we need to do anything else. But I said, she goes in and she gets it done. She holds people accountable. Do people always like it? No, not necessarily. But at the end of the day, if somebody was ever to come in Brittany's space and say, Brittany, do you do your job? Or if they were to ask, the whole lineup, does Brittany do her job? Everybody would be able to say, yeah, you do your job, you stand 10 toes down, and you handle business. So yeah,
Yeah,
that was what I said.
oh, thank you for that. And yeah, so my reason for just asking is because I know a few weeks back on a Wednesday, on a Wellness Wednesday, we just talked about. I know that I talked about my routine, adding things to my routine, getting some
Mm,
time back, and so I finally got that time back, Jonathan. And I don't know where it came from. Thank you, Jesus. I don't know where it came from, but I got that time back. And the other day, not the other day, maybe that same day, I don't know if you remember, I was like, my stress, my shoulders were all the way up here. And then,
oh yeah, I remember that.
I felt like a weight, and now I feel like I'm down here, like I can actually
Mm,
breathe. And so
yeah.
with that being said, I've I've just had this, now when I get off the show, I go do my 2 miles. After my 2 miles, I come back in, I do my breakfast, I get ready, da 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 da
Mm,
da. When I come home, 4 o'clock, get home, 4:30, 4:40, what have you. And then, I have a little time to rest. And now I have time to read. I have
mm,
time to make a proper dinner. So it's like I have all this now. I have all this time. God is giving me my time back,
that's
and
good.
I appreciate that. And so like I'm using it to my full advantage. And so with the reason asking is because it's like, well, now I have this time. What is it that Brittany needs to work on? What do I need to work on? What else can I add to my routine that won't
Mm,
stress me out, but will ultimately benefit me to get to the next step? Because for
mm,
me, and me, it's all getting to the next step, getting to the next step, getting to the next step. And
yeah,
so now I have that now I have this time to work on building myself. And
for sure.
so I'm so excited. So, back with the Touche podcast, back reading my book, back, good. I'm able to watch an interview or two now, and,
Mm,
talk about it. I watched that whole interview yesterday,
oh yeah,
read a little bit yesterday, journaled a little bit yesterday. So it was like, I had all that time. I just had that time. So, and one thing that I was praying for was time management, because I used to be a beast,
okay,
beast at time management in college. And I think it's because I had 6 classes, I had the radio, I had this, I had so much stuff to do in college. I had no choice but to be a time management junkie. But
for sure.
now it's like, okay, well, I just gotta go to work. And then that's really it. That's really all I have to do is just go to work.
Oh,
But
that is true. Oh, that is true.
technically, extracurriculars are, things that you want to do. And so, yeah, so with
Mm,
all of that, all in all, I was just appreciative of the feedback that I did get. And I receive it, and then I go from there. I am a person that does not mind someone giving me criticism. Either I take it or I leave it. If it depends on the person that's telling me.
as it should.
Um, because it's one of those things that, what Jonathan always says, in the Bible, take the plank out of your eye, take the out of your eye before you, what is it? Before you take it out of
Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta take that log out your own eye before you try to
yeah,
get the splint out of
yeah,
somebody else's. Yeah,
exactly. So,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, that's how I be seeing it. And so
That's
sometimes
real.
that's how I even gather, like not gather, but that's how I receive information from certain people. It was like,
I get that.
okay, well, let me step back and are
Well,
you taking a log out your own eye before you try to tell me something? But yeah,
what,
but that not that
let,
side
let,
of
let,
Brittany this morning. Yeah, but go
well,
ahead.
now let me ask you this though. Do you ever?
Hmm.
Because I know you said you're always focused. You're focused on next step, next step, next step. Do you ever feel like that can blind you at times to where you don't realize like how much success you've ever accomplished? Like to where you're looking on the next thing. Like let's move to the next thing. Do you ever feel like,
No, no, I feel like, when you brought up like the TEDx and the radio station, I have always, well, not always, but since I've been in my media career, I mean, I've only had one, but um, I've always felt successful. And I think I felt very successful when I got out of college and I went right into my field. So doing something with my degree and just jolting myself into it, it felt really good and felt like, oh, I can really do this. Like I can really do this. So when I say that, I want to go to the next step, I want to go to the next step, I just feel like, okay, I checked that box, now it's something else. I checked that box, now it's something else. Because it's like in my mind or just on paper, honestly, I have a list of
hmm,
what needs to be accomplished. And then I'm
still?
I'm
Oh
checking
wow,
I'm checking that list off, man. I'm checking
oh
that list
wow,
off. So,
wow.
and I might write new things on the list. I might scratch some things off the list. But, you know, I think it all is all based on taking that time, sitting down with yourself, meditation, prayer, what is God telling you in this season? And then, go from there. So, but I think ultimately what really helped me was just calming myself down. My shoulders were all the way up here, probably above my head.
Yeah, I
And
about to say
then
you had shoulder pads on. Yeah, you had shoulder
I
pads on.
did. I did. I
Mm.
had no those Madonna those things that were like
When
those
them
things.
old school business suits.
Man.
Mm.
Yes, I had that. Like my stress level was wild out of this
That's
world.
wild.
So
Yeah, that's
so
wild, man.
yeah, so when I felt it go down and the way I feel now and I could just walk around my house and feel
Hmm.
free, like I feel so good. Like I tell you that offline, like, dang, Jonathan, like I feel good. Finally, like I feel better. I feel
That's
better.
what's
So
up.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So I would say that's
that's
my
cool.
transformation Tuesday type situation. So right now I'm just building myself up for the next step. And I think I'm building myself up because now, I mean, I guess, in a managerial role, but
Mm.
I feel
Okay.
in so many words. I mean, yeah, but
I didn't say nothing. I'm listening.
yeah, but I feel like I'm building myself up to be a better manager. Being a better
Say it
manager.
with some bass in your voice.
Okay,
Say it
well,
with some.
I'm building myself up to be a better manager and ultimately, who I want to be as a career person in the future, career woman in the future
Mm.
for sure.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So that means, you know, learning how to talk to people and,
Definitely learn how to talk to people.
learning how to resolve issues. I mean, I resolve issues the right way. I just kind of ask you, what's up, and then let's get by
Learn,
it.
yeah, learning how to talk to people, but also learning how to communicate with people in a way to where they don't feel stupid, and learning how, because
Mm,
that's a bit that's
that's
a big one.
big. That's
That's a
big.
big one,
That
man.
is a
Because
big one for me because I'm like, what do you mean? Yes, that you're like,
yes,
come on now.
I mean,
The
but
water
hey,
blue. The water is blue. Okay.
but yeah, that's just one of the areas, man.
Yeah.
That's that's sociology though, like
Yeah.
sociology, psychology, understanding that the working of the mind. And
Mhm.
my mom, that's one thing my mom always brings up to me. She was always like, "Son, do you ever feel like you use your degree? Do you ever feel like you use your degree?" And all of the time, I'm like, "Nah, I don't." But the
Yeah, you
more I
do.
think about it, I know the more I sit there and I think about it, the more I'm like, I think I do it more than I'm aware of.
Yeah, I think you're one
Because
of like the calmest people that I know.
God bless you. Really? Say more. Say more.
Oh my god.
Say, because I didn't ask you the same question you asked me, but you can go ahead and give me the
No,
feedback
I think
online. That's
that
whatever. Yeah, I'm
like
listening.
what are we going on 2 years of knowing each other, maybe longer.
Probably a little
So
bit
it's
longer than
like,
that. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, I think you're one of the calmest people. Like you'll just sit there, and you think about it, and then you give an answer. But I think you're a good listener, and then you give
Mm,
good feedback. And then even if you have, I don't know, just something going on within yourself, you're still calm. Like your demeanor is
mm,
like calm. And like when you're excited, you're excited. But like like you're still calm at the same time. Like your
mm.
overall Jonathan is like he's calm, he's chill. Hey, you need him to get up and say something, he will. Like
Oh,
you
I'll
just
cook.
you always ready. Like you
I,
always
I,
ready.
I, I'll cook. If you need me to cook, I'll cook. Cause shoot, for
Yeah.
Death for Jesus, Candace was like, "You got a word?" And I was like, "Yeah." That's why I was ready when we went in that. So before the conference, y'all, just so everybody's brought into the conversation. Before the
Mhm.
conference, there's a pre-meeting, right?
Right.
And Britt, I thought I was about to go up in the meeting in front of like Crystal and Priscilla. And I thought
Mm.
she was
You
like,
gonna get a
"Jonathan, you got
word
a
to
word?"
Priscilla and Crystal.
She
Wow.
was like, "You got a word? Can you give us a word before?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I put something together real quick.
Uh-huh.
And that's why I was ready when I set up the microphone. That's what kind of lingering around because I was like, "All right, what we want to do? All right, you want
I'm
me to bring a
ready, girl.
word?"
I got it.
She was like, "All right, Crystal, here you go." I said,
Ah,
okay,
dang.
okay."
Okay.
But yeah, it's just one of those things I've learned as
Mhm.
somebody who wants to speak more, and I've learned as somebody who enjoys speaking.
Mhm.
Like you always have to have what they call like that little pocket sermon. You
Mhm.
gotta have that thing ready. Got to. If not, then the opportunity is gonna come and it's gonna miss you. And you never want that to happen.
Makes
But
sense. Makes
what was
sense.
I gonna say? Just in terms of I want to say speak on this because what I was asking you about, like, do you ever get blinded
Mhm.
by the level,
Mhm.
of where you want to go? And I think for me, I feel like that's an area to where I can work on, but I also
Mhm.
feel like that's an area that sometimes I don't want to work on. Because
Yeah.
when we listen to the stories about the greats, like, the Kobe's and the Steve Jobs and all these other
Mhm.
people that are extremely successful, and I just can think about that Kobe interview. Kobe's like, why should I be happy right now? Is it finished yet? Is it done
Mhm.
yet? It's not
Mhm.
done. There's not enough for me to be happy about. So sometimes in my mind, I'm juggling those two, right? Like I'm
Mm.
excited about this. It's a great opportunity, but also now let me drill down and let me make sure that I kill this opportunity. Kill the opportunity. All right, now where can I leverage this opportunity to next? But it's just balancing
Yeah.
those two for me always.
I think,
Um,
and me, I'm always. Are you being a beast and an animal at the same time? And I think that is literally my mindset because it's like, I have grown men tell me like Brittany is a beast, like Brittany is a beast, but I'm
okay.
like, but do you think I'm an animal at the same time?
Oh my.
I want to be
But here's also the thing. Here's
both.
also the thing. For you speak on this. For you as a woman though,
Uh huh.
right? For a man to say you're a beast and then for you to take a step back, is that always viewed as good though?
To
Because
me,
yes,
yeah.
okay, so it's viewed as good, but then what happens when like the man who might work alongside of you or above you is now intimidated? Because now I don't know if I want to bring the beast out, or if Brittany brings the beast out, then she gonna make me look bad. How do you work through that? Because it's like the best
No,
example I
I
give
mean,
is this.
I don't need an
Oh,
example. I can
okay.
just
Oh,
answer it.
oh, oh, speak on it
Um,
then. Speak on it.
so, so, that's happened my entire existence. Like, Brittany is
Dang.
a beast. Brittany is a beast. Brittany is a
Mm,
beast. And so, in college, one of my dean wrote me an email. I thanked him for, to thank you for everything, Dr.
mm-hmm.
Berdeas,
Yeah.
da 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 da. And he said something. I still have the picture of the email. And he says, Brittany Lucky. He said, you are a ray of light, comma, go. And so that stuck with me. And then I was like, you know what? That's right. You're right. I am a ray of light. I am going to go. I'm never going to quit, blah, 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 blah. And so when it came to like being in these areas, because media is a male dominated industry. Now I would say your producers are more women, because we're more organized and timely in our head. But when it comes to, camera editing, things like of that nature, with working with well, I wouldn't say production, but working with video production, you're
Mm,
always looking at a male doing that. And I came out of college doing that because I would go to like business to business, ask, can I do something for you? Blah blah. Blah. And but my point being is that I've been in every little sector. I mean, I guess almost. I've almost been in like every little sector of media, and I've always heard a man say, "Dang, she's a beast. She's a beast. She's a beast."
mm.
And so
Wow.
when it comes to, someone that's above me or a manager role that says, "Dang, she's a beast. I don't know if I want to bring that out of her." In my mind, in my opinion, you just need to go watch that same Kobe Kanye commercial that I watched, because I'm not gonna stop being the beast that I am for you to look good. Like if I'm
Mm,
good, because my regular coming to work, I'm an 8. So
mm.
it's like
Right.
if I needed to be a 10, that's a whole different story. Like I can perform well high.
Mm.
My 8 is very high, and you know
Yeah.
that. So it's like my 8 is almost people's 10, whereas
Mm.
my 10 is. I mean, we don't even need to go there. Like we don't even need,
Okay.
we don't. But I mean, like I don't even need to bring that side out, because where I'm performing now is good. Trust me. And
Mm,
so when it comes to someone saying, "Oh, Brittany, if somebody wanted me to tone it down, like, no, I'll never dim my lights to make someone else, I guess, feel good." Just
mm.
because, I guess you don't have the skill, or I wouldn't say you don't have the skill set, or you just don't feel as confident, or if I intimidate you, because that is a personal problem.
Okay. Well,
That has nothing to do with me.
okay. Well, what would you say to somebody who wants to get to that spot, right? To where you're as confident as you are, you operate in that gifting, and like I always like to say, a gift for you is something that comes easy, but
Uh,
it's difficult for most. So, like somebody that's trying to get to where you're at, they're not there mentally. Like, what advice or what tip would you give them for how they can begin to inch toward
I
it?
mean, honestly, write down everything. You have to write down all your goals. Sometimes, oh, now at the beginning of the year or just in the middle of the year, I have a piece of paper split in half, pros, cons, and I do what my pros are and I do what my cons are, and I just a little self assessment, just to see where I'm at. And it's like, okay, I like
Mm,
this about myself, and this is what I don't like about myself. And then it's like I'll work on these things, and then I'll improve on these things. And so
mm.
I think
That's
to
good.
get to where you want to be, or where I am, or just my confidence level, is that you honestly just have to be confident. Look at yourself in the mirror, talk to yourself. I mean, I do it. Look at yourself in the mirror, talk to yourself in the
Affirmations.
mirror. Yeah, do your affirmations.
Mm,
Um, confidence is just key. Walk in a room, shoulders back, head high,
mm,
like make you're that girl, you're that guy, and believe in yourself. And I think it's all about just believe in yourself. Like, can I do this? Can I do this? Yeah, you can. And
mm,
so when it comes to media and just me in general, when I went into these spaces, when I had the radio job, and my boss, when she interviewed me, she was like, "What do you ultimately want to do?" I looked her dead in her eye and I said, "I want your job." I got the
yeah, that's so
job.
that's
I got the
crazy you
job. I was
told
like,
your
I
manager
was,
that.
I was like, "I want your,"
I'm
and she was
coming
like,
for you. I'm
and she
coming for you.
said, and she said, "What do you think my job consists of?" I gave her a list of what the job consists of, and she said, "Yeah, you're right." And then I honed in on those skills. I
Mm,
became a better producer, and
mm.
then this is who you see now. And then
Wow.
I just work on those
That's wild.
skills. So it's like I knew what I wanted to do. And I think that's one thing that's important too, is that you have to know what you want to do. And you can't
Mm.
just be going in there, shoulders back, head high, but you can't see because you don't know what you want. And so, you know, yeah,
Walking in
you
last,
just
looking
you
up,
just you just looking at the
looking at the sky, baby.
ceiling. Yeah, so looking at the ceiling, know what you want, and I think that will take you a long way, because once you know what you want, I mean, I got the money printed. All you got to do is
Mm.
go get it.
Oh, the money printed. All you
All
gotta
you
do is
got to do is
okay.
go.
So what? Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
So for somebody who is not as confident or maybe not as accomplished, what they have to do, what they should do is they should affirm themselves, right?
Uh-huh.
Let like speak highly of themselves. Say shoot, you can go in the Bible and find what God says about you. That will affirm you for sure. Then
Okay.
after that, then over time, then you will develop a level of belief, right?
Mhm.
Or if you don't have that belief, then borrow somebody else's belief in you, right? Find a
Mhm.
mentor, find somebody else who is around you that speaks into you positively and speaks into you to where they
Mhm.
uplift you. And then the last thing is, I was trying to find a cool C, Britt. I was trying to find a cool C. I
Oh
couldn't even find
gosh,
one.
that's okay. The
Oh
double
man, but just
C's
trying to find
on
your
this.
ABCs, and then go and see about the
Okay.
vision. Go see
Okay.
about the work. Okay,
Right.
go see and make it happen, and then be determined to go
Okay.
do it. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. A
like
B C
it.
D right there. Yeah,
Yeah,
A
yeah,
B
yeah.
C D. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's good. Cause I mean, I had no idea you, like you said, with the, I like that strategy though. You said you lay out your pros and your cons, and
Mhm.
then you say I like this about myself. This is where I can improve. For me,
Mhm.
how I do it is I hone in on like one area of what I want to focus on learning. Cause I kind of loosely got this from Derek Grace
Mhm.
Derek Grace too, loosely, because I heard him say that for his family, it's all about guns, it's all about gold, and then the last one was about God. But ultimately, in the interview, he said he teaches his kids one skill a year until they're like
Oh yeah, this
18.
guy. Yeah, you told me
When I
this.
heard him say that, I said, "What?" So then I was like, okay, well, that's cool. He can teach them a skill a year. But for right now, for me, for this quarter, what I'm gonna focus on learning is I'm gonna focus on learning more about this camera that I have. So
Mhm.
then what I started doing, I started taking my camera everywhere. I started shooting outside. I started watching footage online. I started asking people that I know that are videographers. And I
Mhm.
started learning about, your f-stop and your aperture and your
Mhm.
exposure. And then when I was going to these different events, Britt, your boy started getting better. I'm like, oh wow, hold on, wait, push this button.
Yeah.
Okay, turn the brightness up, turn this down, adjust this
Mhm.
here. So y'all ultimately, with this whole transformation Tuesday thing, and just where we're at in this conversation, y'all, if you want to do something, like it's gonna sound so cliche, but you just have to take a step out into that land of uncomfortability and like just start to do it. Because me and Britt didn't have a live show together. I never really had a live show. So we started doing this live show together. We started rocking. And now this is what y'all are seeing, but this is only a step. This is only a piece of what we got
Right.
going on, what we're working on. And the
Honestly.
same thing can apply for y'all too. So, man, I just want y'all to be encouraged. Britt, I had all these other props. These props don't even apply to what we was talking about.
Well, I
But
got okay, and
oh,
then
okay,
another
come
thing,
on,
how
come
you
on.
how you said, you do the full assessment every quarter, or you do assessment every quarter and say you want to learn something, blah blah blah. I Now when I was living at my old apartment, I guess like 4 years ago,
Hmm.
I was like, I was learning about myself. When you live alone, it's just you in here, and so I had a notebook, and I would at the top I said I like dot dot dot, and then
Hmm.
I would just go down and list everything that I liked. And I was like, I don't like. And then I just list everything that I did not like. And I
That's
would
good.
just look at it and I'd read it, and it would just affirm me to know I like this, I don't like this. So when people ask
Hmm.
me, Brittany, what do you like? I like these things. What don't you like? I don't like these things. And it seems like it's very simple because like you could just come up with it on the spot. But if you sit there and like just think about, like, work your brain and
Mm-hmm.
do some brain exercises and just learn
Yeah,
about yourself and just think. Just sit there and think. And,
man.
and you're writing down and you're like, and then you look over it and then you're like, okay, I like this. And then next thing you know, you're doing those things that you like. I don't like this. You're
Mm.
not doing those things that you like because you don't like doing it. And
That's elevator.
so, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was another thing that I did. And I haven't done that in a while. The last one that I did was a goal sheet that's literally sitting right here on the table. And that was like, I think that was like goals till December, or this one is, oh, get it done. So get it done every day. Pray, rest, breathe. Change your diet. Finish
Man.
the
Got
book.
that.
Stay on top of your daily tasks. Become a better speaker. So like these are things that so these are things that I
Oh,
just need to like get it done, get it done, get it done, get it done. And so
wow.
yeah, and I would
Become
just
a better speaker is crazy.
I make a list real quick, real quick. I make a list real quick and hang
Yeah,
it
and
up and put it
uh,
somewhere.
and the thing for me, that was one thing. So another one that, since we're going strategy for strategy, okay, toe to toe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
One
Let's
one of,
go.
one of the things that I learned about when I lived by myself,
Mm,
right, and I would work what I was doing. I was working for an inventory company, and I would work late into the night, and then I'd come home and I'd go to sleep like 5 or 6 in the morning. I wake up and it's like 12 or 1 in the day, and I would feel so unproductive. I would feel
mm,
like I didn't do anything. I feel like I didn't make any progress in my life. I would have aspirations to do something different, do something better, be something
mhm,
more, but that wasn't a reality for me until one day I was sitting in the chair and I was like, man, what else can I do? So then I started, I grabbed a book and I
mhm,
said, I'm gonna read 10 pages of this book. And it sounded so minimal at first. Then I read
mhm,
10 pages of the book, and after I was like, oh wow. I felt really accomplished. And then after that,
mhm,
I was like, well, where else do I want to improve? So then I ended up coming up with these 3 areas. So it was, I would read 10 pages in that book every day. Then after that, then I would practice writing for 10 minutes. And then after that, then I practiced speaking for 10 minutes because I heard my uncle Warren Buffett say that
mhm,
the way to instantly double your net worth, right, is to improve written and verbal communication. And when I
mhm,
heard my uncle say that, I said, I'm
mhm,
going to listen to my uncle because I
mhm.
think he knows what he's talking about.
I think he
So
does too.
I think he knows what he's talking about. Yeah. So from that point, then what ended up happening? From that point, then after that, then I ended up writing my first book, which became a
Mhm,
bestseller, which was called Process: 14 Surprisingly Simple Behaviors to Skyrocket Millennials to Success. Then after that, then I ended up getting speaking engagements because I was working that muscle consistently. And I'm not one of those people that believe in the power of the universe and believe in manifesting things. But what I do believe is that God tells us in the Bible that if we're faithful over few, I'll make you ruler over many. So what does that look like? If you're faithful over your time, then God will allow you to you're going to be like, I have more time. It's not the fact you have more time. It's just now you're being more intentional with your time. Y'all, the thing I
mm,
did, Britt, the thing I was doing was I was setting a timer, right?
mhm,
I was setting a timer
mhm,
for these areas, and then I was racing against time because us being athletes, we go against the time. It's like a competition thing.
It
So
is.
I
It's
would
just
set the timer
embedded
for
in you.
10 minutes.
Uh-huh.
I set the timer for 10 minutes. I do that speaking, boom, 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 and then I do the reading for 10 minutes,
Mhm,
or I read for 10 pages. But either way, man, that strategy really beneficial for me, and I'm gonna get back to doing it because I got up to the point where I was doing it for 30 minutes at a time. I set a timer
mhm.
for 30 minutes, and I just have a to-do list, and I just run down that to-do list. But
Yeah.
y'all, what we about to do right now, real quick,
Mm.
about to run to a quick commercial break. But if you have not, I'm about to say
Oh,
registered. Hey,
register. Oh.
register, subscribe, and and make sure that you're tapped into the channel so you don't miss any of our episodes here on Speaker Success. But we'll be right back in just one moment. Do you want to feel confident in your skin every day? Introducing Skin Rituals, a luxury home-based skin studio that specializes in hyperpigmentation, acne, and personalized treatments for every skin type. Owned by solo esthetician and registered nurse Courtney Durham, Skin Rituals is all about curating facial treatments designed just for you. Hydrate, brighten, nourish, and soothe your skin with expert care and cutting edge techniques that promote natural healing. Whether you're looking for a relaxing facial or a transformative chemical peel, Skin Rituals offers results driven treatment tailored to your needs. With over 7 years of experience, Courtney's goal is to help you safely achieve the healthy skin that you deserve. At Skin Rituals, we believe that taking care of your skin is an investment in your confidence. Book your appointment today and leave every session feeling grateful for the choice that you made to take care of yourself. Skin Rituals, because your skin deserves the very best. God bless you, producer Britt. God bless you. Sneezing in the background, even though you thought you were muted. That's
All right,
crazy.
thank you.
I'm like, oh, my mom hopped in on string. What up, mom? My mom said, your first paid engagement was $25. Yeah, crazy, man.
Oh, my
Crazy.
dad
And my
still
mom,
has my first dollar from my first paycheck.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Dang. I hope you don't ever hit no hard time wanting to spend that bucko.
He better not spend my dollar.
That's
And he got
hilarious.
my $2 bills too. Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, yeah.
was that a black thing that we just collect $2 bills, or was
You
that an
can go get them
everybody
at the bank,
thing?
which is crazy. You can
No,
just
I
go.
know, but what is that? Was that just a black thing, or do you know any
I
white
think
people
they
that
were
collect two
just
dollar bills?
like, I don't know. Okay, well, I'll tell you this. My first time getting one, we were still living in St. Louis.
Okay.
And my mom would be like, whoever gave it to me was like, save it, save the $2 bill. I heard an ice cream man. I heard a
Oh,
bun pop man come down. I would have go
say
spent that
anybody
$2 on
saving
that ice cream.
nothing.
I ain't saving
Sure, you going to debt. We spending more than $2. What you got? Hey man, yeah, let me get some of that Lucas. Well, I wasn't getting the Lucas, but the other kids
We ain't
like
had that in
stop.
St. Louis, okay? You
Uh,
just had your
I'm
regular
glad,
ice cream, get your
cause
bomb
that's not ice
pop, ice
cream.
cream sandwich. Ice cream sandwich, the ice cream truck probably up to like $4 on certain stuff. But yeah,
Yeah,
anyways.
wildin',
What
wildin',
you got?
wildin',
What you
wildin'.
got? What you got? What you got?
All right, man. All right. So, look, producer Britt, man. We've been serious this show. We
We
real,
have. We
we've been
have.
real serious, but
But good
good,
though. But
productive,
good.
serious.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a good personal development episode. If y'all just tapping in, man, y'all need to go ahead and hit replay because this is a
Yes,
good one.
yes, this is real.
Lot of strategy to help you really
Mm-hmm.
go to the next level in your life. But
Mm-hmm.
one thing also, me and producer Britt, like one thing I didn't say about you, Britt, but I did, but I'll just say it
Say
here,
it
and then
again.
we'll go into this
Okay.
game. Okay. Oh man, say it again. It's crazy. But yeah, one thing I will say is that like you get the stuff done, but then on the back end, it allows that other time to where you know that there can be time to relax and then
Mm-hmm.
time to innovate fun activities, and you do a good job of doing that too. You do a good job of making learning fun and engaging. I
Oh,
will say that because
thanks.
our guys on the team,
Mm-hmm.
because Aaron and Tatum, like they like fun stuff and they are very interesting individuals to
Yes, they are.
engage.
Yes.
So them running around doing the amazing race type activities,
Oh
they
yeah.
they enjoy that. So
Yeah, for
shout
sure.
out to you on that. Shout out to you on that.
Thank you,
So
thank you, thank you.
during the break, I pulled this long list of questions,
Oh
but
gosh.
it gives me a lot to pull from. So
Okay.
we're gonna have a little this or that on
Ooh.
Tuesday. A little this or that, okay?
Okay.
And these questions, I'm just gonna pull from all over because I got about one, two, three, four, five. I got about 7 different categories. So
Okay,
yeah,
what you
there's about
got?
70 questions here. It's crazy. Okay,
Crazy.
so yeah, you're just gonna say which one you would prefer. This one or that one, and
Got it, got
it's
it.
gonna be based on who you are and the experiences that you have. Producer Britt,
Oh,
are you ready?
okay.
Mhm.
I am ready.
All right, here we go. Live stream or pre-recorded?
Live stream.
Multicam shoot or one take wonder?
Multicam.
Early morning grind or late night hustle?
As early as possible, babe. I need the rest of my
Spot,
day.
Spotify playlist or vinyl records?
Vinyl?
Nah, are you asking me or telling me? What you doing?
I don't even have Spotify, so let's go. Let's go. Vinyl.
That's crazy. Game night or movie marathon?
Game night.
Heels or sneakers?
Heels.
Scripted show or freestyle flow?
Improv. Freestyle.
Okay. Okay. Switching to some Beyonce questions. Crazy
Oh.
Crazy in love or drunk in love?
Ooh, crazy.
Single ladies or formation?
Formation.
Love on top or Halo? Uh-huh.
Love on top. Love on top.
Deja vu or partition?
Oh,
Hmm.
deja vu. Deja vu. Deja vu.
Oh my god. Oh, Lemonade album or Renaissance album?
Ooh. Renaissance.
Private Beyonce or outspoken Beyonce?
Private Beyonce.
Beyonce with long curls or blunt bob?
Not the blunt bomb. Love you, Beyonce. Not the blunt bomb. Curls.
Oh, okay. Last question: Beyonce in pink or Beyonce in gold?
Gold.
Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you, thank
yeah,
you, thank you. That was fun. I don't think
yeah,
I've ever played the
yeah,
game. I thought that was asked
yeah,
questions. So yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. I do this. I do
Okay,
this. You know what I'm
okay,
saying? I
I
do
like
this.
that. I
Yeah,
like that.
for sure, for sure,
Um,
for sure.
okay, y'all, we're just gonna do a little promo. Last 5 minutes here. Make sure you're liking, subscribing, sharing
Mm.
with your friends and family.
Oh yeah.
Follow all show.
Drop them comments though. Drop them comments down there. We want to hear
Yeah,
y'all
y'all. It's just
thoughts. We
lucid
want to hear what y'all
experience and
thinking.
Mama Rose in the chat.
Drop
We need some of
them
y'all in there.
comments.
Um,
Drop them comments, y'all. Drop them comments, dog.
I'm hollering.
But
So,
yeah, y'all
Jonathan, those
also. Oh,
those
go ahead.
those extra faces of you back there. What are those? I don't even know what those are.
Okay. Okay, the extra faces that always make it so difficult to edit these episodes.
It's
Um,
yeah.
yeah, well, one, so this one right here was from an
That's the
engagement
main
that I
guy right
did
there.
at Richland, my alma mater. So they gave me they had a printout outside the door when, oh, for those of y'all who may or may not know, like when you speak, typically they have, it's not just social media flyers all the time. They might print out something. So that's a poster when I got the opportunity to speak at my alma mater. This one, right here, this one was when I spoke at UTA. So these are, these are promo posters, and of course, I was the lead speaker, which is cool because everybody. So let me just give a
Well,
little background. Oh, go ahead.
I would
What
say
you got?
one thing that you do well that I probably need to start doing is I don't show my accomplishments.
Mm,
Yeah, I don't
yeah.
ever like.
What you on there?
I'm like, yeah, I did that already. I did that. I did that. I did that. I did that. On to the next. I did it. Because I feel like, okay, it doesn't matter if I'm not at the point where I want to be. So I'll be like, whatever. It doesn't even matter.
Pause. But here's the thing.
Oh.
You did it already.
Uh
Nobody
huh.
else don't know. Not nobody, but certain people, the majority of people don't know what you've done. The majority of people don't know who you've worked with, who
That's
you've helped,
true.
different things like that. Because I was in the office, I was in that bullpen at that place that we work at.
Yeah.
And I was talking with Brother Kelvin in the back. He was like, "Man, I didn't know you did a TEDx talk." And I said, "What do you want me to do? You want me to walk around and say, 'Hey, I did a TEDx talk'?" I said, "It just didn't come up in conversation." He was like, "Well, I mean, I just didn't know." And I said, "Well, yeah, but once you asked me about speaking, then I shared that with you. But I'm not just walking around just freely sharing what I, because that's
Yeah. That's
awkward.
how. Yeah, that's
That's super
weird.
awkward." But no, there's been conversation before to where it's come up for you and then you kind of walked around it. No, 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 no. If you throw me a softball, I'm hey, okay, I'm
You're
knocking that
going to
thing
hit
out the
it.
park. If you give me an
Okay.
underhand, boy, hey, that's gone. It's
Okay.
gone.
Yeah. All right.
Speaking of TEDx,
Consistency
check that out.
is consistency is success best friend. Absolutely lucid experience. Okay.
Speaking of TEDx, you know what I'm
See,
saying?
I don't see, and that's
Speaking of
another
TEDx,
thing because I'm on the back side. I don't get what the front side get. I don't get
well, yeah, you don't get
plaques
that. You
and trophies and awards. Just get a
true.
pat on the back and go on to the next event, girl.
But you
That's
got
it.
even better because I know you have pictures from it. So post those pictures. You got pictures. Hey y'all, man, Transformation Tuesday, Throwback Thursday. This is when I produced the TEDx. This is what I did. Hit them little bullets. Boom, 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 boom. Because if people don't know that's what you did and people don't know that that was the skills that was required, anybody gonna be like, I could produce a TEDx. I could put that together. But no, let me stand on business to show you why you can't or why it's not that easy. I mean, maybe they could, but
Oh, why you
you
can't?
know, they need to put in that what they call it, get that sweat equity. Yeah, that sweat equity. That sweat
Yeah,
equity.
so I would say that's definitely something on my list that I'm continuing to work on because it's like, do I need to show all of this stuff? And I wouldn't necessarily say it's a lot, but Yeah.
My mom said a cowboy says it's a sad dog that won't wag its own tail. She said say
Mm.
something. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right.
Wag its own tail. Yeah, wag your
Well,
tail.
that's a good. I'm say wag my tail. Okay.
Wag your tail, walk that dog. Walk that dog. Yeah. But before we get out of here, one more thing, man.
What you got?
Hey,
See what I'm
man.
saying? I don't get all this stuff. What is that?
Toastmasters, man. Look, your boy, number one. This is
Number
2018,
one,
but
first place.
number one for humorous speech, Britt. I had to
Um,
say, have you ever been to a Toastmasters meeting
no,
when the people just they give you a topic and you got to talk
never
about it?
been. Never been.
Okay,
Never
cool.
heard
Well,
of Toastmasters till I met you.
really? Wow.
Never. I'm just not in that space, man.
Wow.
Not in that space.
Wow.
Don't know
Okay,
anything
fair
about
enough.
it. Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, when I return to work, whenever that is, I got some activities
Don't
for.
say that.
I
That's 3 weeks
got
from
some
now.
team
Yeah.
activities. Got some team
Oh,
activities
okay.
we can do together. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. This will be fun. This will be
All
fun.
right. Well, I know we got to get out of here. I got to go do my 2 miles. Have a great Tuesday, everyone. Tomorrow's Wellness Wednesday. But I mean, I guess we kind of did Transformation Tuesday. We kind of did a little Wellness Wednesday as well. But
Mhm.
have a good day. Stay focused. Believe in yourself. See y'all later.
That part. Y'all, so yeah, today was Transformation Tuesday. And realize, know, and understand that the only way that you're really going to create a transformation for yourself is by doing the work. And as I'm saying that, I'm just thinking about working out. I'm just thinking of working out. I'm thinking of working out. Because for me, on the personal development side, I mean, that's an area to where I feel is not easy to me, but I enjoy doing it. The working out, I used to enjoy doing it. But once I start getting that sweat going, then I'll feel a little bit better about it. So, y'all, today, do something productive. Take a step in the right direction. Do something that makes you uncomfortable, but ultimately it's going to get you closer to where you want to be and what you want to achieve. Family, remember, we're live Monday through Friday here, Speaker Success in the Morning. We're here to educate, we're here to entertain, and we're also here to empower you to be your best self. But family, this is the part right here. This is my favorite part. Remember. Speak your success, believe in your greatness, and continue to create the life and business of your dreams. And why should you and why would you live any other